it. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. What the heck is wrong with people these days? Just listen to me, people. Athletes, coaches, commissioners, promotions. Would you people just fucking listen to me? Get your head out of your ass, put your ego on the fucking shelf, and just listen for a second. Stop destroying the athlete on the eve of their most important physical performance. Can we at least agree on that? Can you motherfuckers at least agree that the athlete should be healthy? Hey, how about this? Let's try not to kill the fucking athlete 48 hours before they step in the fucking cage and fight. Can we agree on that? Where are the commissions? Where are the fucking doctors? Where are all the rules that are supposed to protect the health of the athlete and the fighter safety? Because time and time again, I see that is completely fucking swiped off the fucking table just to get these athletes to fucking perform, regardless of their health, regardless of their fucking risks. Now, why am I so heated right now? Because the video was just released of Darren Till's weight cut. You know, Darren Till just missed weight by 3.5 pounds for his UFC main event welterweight #1 contender fight versus two-time title challenger Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. A great fight on paper. I was stoked as a fan to watch this fight. I don't work with Darren. I don't work with Wonderboy. Have no horse in the game. Unfortunately, Darren Till damn near fucking kills himself while preparing to cut weight, while cutting weight. A video was just released by a member of Till's team that shows finer points of the weight cut, which are not finer points. They're fucking atrocious. Now, this is not bashing Darren Till. Darren Till is a great fighter. I love watching this kid fight. He's got a lot of talent. He's a fucking beast. He beat my boy Donald Cerrone not long ago and went out there and somehow was able to beat Stephen Thompson, even though he almost fucking died cutting weight. A video was released by Darren's team showing him cutting weight in the most archaic, the most amateurish, the most sadistic version possible, which is pretty much how nearly every other athlete's cutting weight. They showed Darren Till putting on a plastic fucking torture suit and then walking into a 180-degree Fahrenheit sauna. Basically, he's walking into an oven. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to put on a fucking plastic suit to sweat in an oven. You are going to sweat within the first 30 fucking seconds of walking in there. You will sweat no more while wearing a plastic suit in an oven. You're in a fucking oven, right? We get it. We've all been in saunas before. You're in a fucking oven. Wearing a plastic suit is the stupidest, dumbest fucking thing you can do, any athlete can do, any hack fucking coach can ever suggest. What would be better than putting on a plastic suit would be putting on a fucking ice vest. That would be smarter. That would be better. And that would actually increase your ability to lose weight should you be so fucking ill-informed to ever put a severely, moderately, mildly dehydrated athlete into a sauna in the first place. Shame on you. How dare you allow a dehydrated athlete to walk into a fucking oven? A 180-degree oven. Have I said oven enough fucking times? I'm trying to illustrate a point when it comes to health and safety. Dehydrated athletes getting into fucking ovens makes zero sense. It only hurts them. It only risks their health. It only dramatically reduces their ability to adequately rehydrate even to a base level to moderately protect themselves from the concussive force they will absorb 24 to 36 hours later during mixed martial arts competition, where essentially they're getting baseball bats in the form of fucking shins swung at their skull for 15 to 25 minutes, 25 minutes in Darren Till's example here. So they show Darren Till putting on plastics, getting into a 180-degree fucking oven and cooking himself. And what happens? You can see Darren Till collapsed on the floor inside this oven, finally having to rip off the plastic suit and barely crawl his way out, whereas teammates have to help him. Now, he's still like 10 pounds over the weight class limit when they're doing this, right? That's how he's cutting weight when he's 11 pounds over. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, prior to that, he was wearing plastic suits and sweatpants, hitting pads, moving, exerting his body. Are you fucking kidding? Likely while severely dehydrated, likely while severely malnourished, likely while severely overstressed, extreme states of anxiety, and the hormonal negative cascade that results from that type of behavior. Forget the fact that he's getting ready to fight in the most important fight of his entire life. Forget about that anxiety-induced situation. Let's put all the physical trauma on top of it. Does anybody even fucking understand what I'm talking about here? Because if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you need to shut the fuck up, lean forward, and listen. And if you want to dispute everything I say, please fucking make it public so the rest of the world can see what a fucking hack idiot you are. You do not destroy the health of your athletes 48 hours before the most important physical event of their life, especially when it is a combat event. Darren Till damn near died, in my opinion, watching the video, damn near fucking died cutting weight before this fight because of the mistakes that were made, and there's no person that pops up to be blamed. He's surrounded by 10 or 20 people that look like they truly care about the guy, and that's awesome. But didn't somebody say, you know what? Maybe we should call the fucking doctor because this is not good. No, nobody got to that point. That sucks. Then they move further. Darren gets a phone call. He disappears. Alleged there was some sort of emergency that I don't have the details on. He comes back with zero sleep and at 5 a.m. wants to continue cutting weight. Back in his plastics, back in his sweatsuits, steps on a treadmill to start jogging. From what the video shows, he doesn't even jog. He starts walking and damn near collapses, says he goes blind. He can't even see. His body is shutting down. He is dying. He's dying. You get it? He's dying in front of everybody. And he's still got 5 pounds to fucking go. Are you fucking kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I don't know the exact behind the scenes, blow by blow, full story of what happened. This fight was signed about 2 months or so ago. He had about 8 weeks or more to get ready for this fight. So some of the blame has to fall on Darren Till for not getting his body weight down to a happy, healthy percentage lean mass ratio within striking distance of his weight class so he can have an easy, healthy weight cut. He didn't do what he needed to do in the build-up to the fight. Then you get to fight week where he's probably 20 plus pounds over the weight class. If he's 11 pounds over the day before weigh-ins, most likely he's 20 plus pounds over the week before. Now, the UFC has some sort of 8% rule where they say you have to be within 8% of your weight class on Tuesday by the time before your Friday weigh-in or so. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does because obviously he's way the fuck over that percentage, and a lot of these athletes are. What does it do? Where's the restriction? Is the fight pulled immediately? It probably should be to protect the health and the safety of this athlete because it appears Darren Till almost died cutting weight. Now, he is a tough motherfucker. I've seen athletes cut a hell of a lot less weight and suffer a hell of a lot less than Darren did, and they mentally break like a fucking cracker. They just crumble. They crumble. Darren Till, mentally tough motherfucker. And that oftentimes is a worst case scenario because the athlete's so tough, they force their body to go into deeper and deeper waters, dramatically risking serious negative outcomes. What will these negative outcomes be? We do not know specifically how they will manifest, but we know with great certainty that there is a whole list of different negative outcomes that most likely will creep up in short term, medium term, or long term after the career is over. So this is just a quick little summary of what happened, my opinion on it, kind of a call out. Stop with the fucking saunas during fight week and dehydration. Stop with the stupid fucking plastics putting on athletes, putting them into these fucking ovens, ladies and gentlemen. Stop. If you have to do that, you already fucked up, and you fucked up big. If your teammate had done it before, if your coaching staff, if your new pseudo nutritionist or weight cutting guru, if anybody is having you do any of those, you fucked up, they fucked up, and now you're risking your health, dramatically risking your health. Do not do it. This is just a public service announcement from your good old Uncle Mike over here. Guys and girls, please, your health is worth more than anything. Your health is worth more than anything. What should Till's team done? They should have, at that point, they should have called the UFC. They should have called whoever the matchmaker is. They should have contacted the commission. They should have contacted Wonder Boy and his team and said, listen, we're not going to make the weight. Can we make this a catch weight? And that right there should have stopped the bleeding. The first rule, right? First rule that governs our team, do no harm. Do no harm. If we see that, timeout, fuck this. Phone call, doc, get in here. Let's fix this right now. Now, it must be said that my team, the Dolce Diet, is the only team in combat sports and mixed martial arts in the elite level, at the elite level of UFC type of competition with a 100% success rate. So when I speak right now to you guys and girls, I speak from a point of authority. I speak from a point of experience. I have been in there more often with more athletes than anybody else, and we are more successful than any team who has ever done it. Again, we have a 100% success ratio. I have seen the worst of the worst and the best of the best. I've been in every scenario, every situation over my 20-plus year career doing this. When I tell you how it should be done, please listen. Please listen. Let me answer some quick questions here, and then I'm out. Roman Graham, what's up, Roman? Good to see you. Seth, hello. Joey Diaz, it's the new PEDs minus the test. I don't know about that. MF Low, what's up, my ninja? Madam Francis, he almost died, right? He almost died, man. He almost died. Jesus, God darn Till. Get him, Dolce. Dolce, you need to start coaching these hack coaches. Well, we run a certification, the Dolce Diet Certification and Nutrition Conference. We do run we do that. We have over 250 certified coaches around the world, right? You can come here July 6th, 7th, and 8th to Las Vegas and get certified in our system and learn how to do this all properly. Go to dolce.shop.com to learn more. G-Boy Dolce worked, and that's not works currently, worked previously with the great weight cutters like Kelvin, like Hendricks. And that's true. We worked with Johnny Hendricks 7 times. He made weight all 7 times. We worked with Kelvin Gastelum. We actually dropped Kelvin from middleweight 185, where he won the Ultimate Fighter, down to his welterweight debut at 170.00 pounds, the championship weight. We worked with Kelvin. It was the best he ever looked, the best he ever felt, and the best performance he ever had, winning a second-round submission victory over Brian Melanson and a $50,000 performance of the night bonus. We worked with Thiago Alves for 7 fights. Thiago missed weight the fight before he worked with us, and he missed weight the fight after he worked with us. Johnny Hendricks, I think, has missed weight 3 or 4 times in not working with us. Kelvin has missed weight 2 to 4 times in not working with us. There's a reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. We know what we're doing. We have a scientific team. We use evidence-based science and real-world battle-tested results, experience. Nobody's done this longer. Nobody's done this better. Nobody's done it at this level more than we have, and certainly nobody's more successful. That's why I'm telling you this stuff right now. Dan Skinder, speaking of sauna suits, how do you feel about them while doing lifts? Never. It makes no sense. Sauna suit is good to like warm up a little bit in a cold gym, maybe. Sauna suit, maybe if you don't have saunas and you're trying to like break a sweat and get a workout in and it's chilly out, then maybe a sauna suit. But it's stupid. They make no sense. What they do, they create this extreme anxiety, especially if you're stuck in and I know, I cut weight my whole fucking life. I was locked in a sauna by my wrestling coach in high school. It wasn't my school coach. It was my club coach. He locked 20 of us. 20 athletes in plastics and hoodies and hats and gloves into a fucking 10-man sauna. We were packed shoulder to shoulder, standing up so fucking tight. I saw 2 of my teammates pass out and they didn't even hit the floor because we were packed in so fucking tightly. And they eventually, after us screaming, they'd wake back up. What the fuck's going on? Kids crying in there. I've been through it. I've been through it, which is why I will never, ever, 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 ever subject an athlete to it, because I've fucking been through it. It's horrible. It's torture. You want to talk about fucking waterboarding? Look at fucking wrestling. Look at MMA. You want to talk about torture? This is fucking torture. Speaking of, so Alti, I'm not going to chill the fuck out, man. Fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. These athletes, somebody eventually will have a serious health event from this type of bullshit. Roman says, Mike, seems like these guys wait until the last minute to cut weight. What's up with that? It's like turning in your homework at the last minute. That's it. It's lazy. It's lack of information. It's lack of quality coaching. You can have a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. You can have a world champion striker or boxer. You can have an Olympic medalist who's your wrestling coach. They do not understand nutrition. They do not understand exercise physiology. They do not understand biology and biochemistry. They do not understand this. They do not understand it. Therefore, they should not be empowered to oversee it or conduct it. Just like you don't want a strength coach to be running your BJJ practice. A strength coach who's never put a gi on in his life. You do not want him to teach your jiu-jitsu class. Why are you having jiu-jitsu or wrestling or boxing or striking or any of these other coaches running weight cuts and nutrition? It makes no sense. But these athletes, unfortunately, they don't want to fucking pay a couple dollars. They don't want to hire a registered dietitian for a $150 consult and maybe a few $100s for a proper program. They don't want to go and get regular blood work done. They don't want to go and get pre-camp DEXA scans. They don't want to go and do all the shit that they do at the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, but they want to be treated like they're professional athletes at that level. That's the big disconnect here. Gee boy, he must know everything. I'd say I know everything. I don't know what you guys. I'd rather be with Dolce. Jeez, this. Wow, a lot. I'm scrolling backwards. Sorry, guys. Here. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Scrolling back. Cobra Kai says, oh, his channel deleted the video, likely because of the fallout. They were probably like trying to prove how tough Darren was. And meanwhile, the backlash was like, what the fuck, guys? What are you doing? I don't know. Somebody probably told him to take that down. Deforestation. Thanks for all you do, Mike. Finally made to one of your live streams. Right on. Listen, he's from Liverpool, Mike. FF, he can die cutting that weight. I don't know what that means. Or like some fighters, they get too big in the offseason. For sure, he got way too big. Deforestation says, what's your thoughts on self-sabotage through binge eating? I love your quote, a fork in the road does not warrant a spoon in the mouth, but I still struggle with this after a crappy day. We all do that. And this is where self-discipline comes in. This is where intentional and mindful eating comes in. This is where being aware of our flaws means you got to get all the shit food out of your house. Like, if you come home from work and you eat your proper dinner and you have your proper healthy dessert already planned, if you eat that and you're sitting there and you're like, man, I really want to eat some fucking Oreos and ice cream. If you have Oreos and ice cream in your fucking kitchen, you're probably going to eat it. So get it out of your fucking house. If 11 o'clock at night, you're sitting there hungry as fuck and you say, yeah, I really want Oreos and ice cream, but then you have to get in the car and drive to the supermarket to go and buy it, odds are you're not going to do it. So you have to be self-aware here. But at the end of the day, you got to be accountable. But set yourself up to succeed. Golden Trick says, reminds me of Cyborg. That was a terrible weight cut also, to watch what that poor girl had to go through. That was horrific. One of the worst cuts in weight cutting history. What if that's the way they've always done it? They've always done it wrong. That's the way they've always done it wrong. Think about the way that you used to communicate. You used to send letters, right? You used to write a letter down and put it in an envelope and put it in the mailbox and send it to your mom on a birthday card. Now everything's digital, right? It's just, it's changing with technology. It's being aware of technology. It's being aware of science. It's the most efficient application. What do we know as of this moment right now? What does all the data, all the credible data say is the best, easiest, most efficient, safest way to do this? And there's a whole pile of information. I'm just giving you like the overview of a little bit, a little tiny, eensy tiny bit of how to do it properly. There's a whole shit ton of information on how to do it properly. Obviously, these athletes are doing it improperly. UFC had what? They've had in 16 fight cards, I think they've had only 7 in which athletes didn't miss weight. So they've had, what, 9? If this is a truth, it's about that. So they've only had about 40% of their cards this year that were successful with athletes not missing weight. That means 60% of the cards this year, athletes have missed weight, and usually multiple athletes. Are you kidding me? At the elite level? At the UFC level? That's the NBA, the MLB, the NHL, the NFL level. At the highest level, they only have a 40% success rate. Are you fucking kidding me? So I don't want to hear that, oh, well, that's the way they always did it. And you're right. That's what people, that's the way they always did it. That's the way my coach did it. That's the way his coach did it. That's the way I grew up doing it in grammar school. Yeah, like fucking 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. That's not the way it's done. Think about the way they used to deliver babies 20, 40, 60 years ago. Shit, the way my first daughter was delivered was completely different than the way my second daughter was delivered, because science had evolved so fast. There was more tests, there was more procedures readily available, making it healthier, making it easier, making it more efficient. And that was in a year and a half's time. Shit. Scotty Daniel, another fucking Dolce advertisement, 100% success rate. Well, it's the truth, right? We're the only team with a 100% success rate at the world-class level for over 20 plus years, and we work with the worst of the worst. We don't cherry pick and try and slide into the athletes that are making weight easy. We work with the worst of the worst who have a 100% success rate. Who else does that? Who else can stand by that fact and that data? We're the only ones that can't. We stand at the top of this fucking pyramid, and we can tell it. We can talk it because we've done it. Nobody else has done it. Nobody has our experience. Nobody has our resume. Nobody has the intellectual property that we have. And that's what people don't understand. I'm sitting on a gold mine of IP because every athlete we've ever worked with, every client we've ever worked with, we have everything. Every fucking lab result, every ounce that they've lost, every bowel movement, every wake-up weight, every stressful situation. We have everything, every DEXA scan, every hydrostatic weigh, everything we have. Nobody has this. Mark D, if he dies, he dies. No. 2 jars of Albolene next to the treadmill. Yeah, that's another thing. Albolene, people think Albolene and Sweet Sweat is some magic fucking elixir. Guess what? That shit clogs your fucking pores. It clogs your fucking pores. Now, there is some studies that show it just very, 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 very gentle little glean might help. But that's not the case. And I've seen it because I used to, this is going back 12 years or so, I would conduct tests on athletes. Some athletes, they wanted to use it. We never forced an athlete, never even suggested an athlete use it. But some athletes say, I have to use it. I must use it. Can't force you. Okay. And I would actually chart the results. How much water are you using with Albolene on? How much weight are you losing? How much body mass are you reducing in these periods of time with like circumstances? And the Albolene, the Sweet Set crew, dramatically and obviously and clearly lost weight per minute than the non-lubricated athletes. And I would see some athletes who would put it on, they wouldn't even fucking sweat because they'd be so clogged. We'd scrape that shit off, then shower them off, then scrape them down again. And guess what? All of a sudden they start sweating. That's the fucking truth. If that was not the truth, don't you think I'd be fucking hawking sweet sweat and Albaline and trying to fucking, push it on everybody? Of course I would. Why wouldn't I? I'd make fucking money and athletes would lose weight faster. Duh, right? Makes fucking sense. Why don't I? Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a fucking wives' tale. Weigh yourself and see how well you do with it and how well you do without it. Watch what happens. Nobody collects data like we do. Mr. Can, we actually stopped working with them for reasons that, we don't kiss and tell, but we stopped working with them, and don't get it twisted. That's the fucking truth. Hey, Mike, what's your opinion on unconventional lifts like Jefferson deadlifts, behind the back deadlifts? I don't like the behind the back deadlift. Zercher deadlifts, Jeffersons, I don't mind. Zerchers, we do. Or should we stick to conventional? Well, some of those are conventional. It really depends on your body. So I'm not going to get too deep without knowing you. I'd like to see your body perform first. Scotty Daniel, no, you're full of shit, you fucking hating troll. Never, ever, 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 ever missed weight with us. Never, ever missed weight with us. Nobody ever had. And the fight you're talking about, Johnny won the fucking world title, you idiot. If he missed weight, would he have won the world title, you fucking idiot troll? Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. It shows how stupid you are. It shows how fucking stupid you are and how fucking biased you are. You should probably just go follow another one of your hack fucking butt boy friend fucking channels. Enjoy that. Have fun with that. Because here we speak the fucking truth. John Beck, man, tried to warn family, got sick, passed out after he broke his fast. Dolce Diet is the way to go. You know that's the truth. 50 grams, baby, 50 G's, 50 G's. Trolls are a waste of sport. I know, Seth, there's so many trolls, man. We know most of who they are. We have an amazing tech team who actually tracks these down. We have a running Excel spreadsheet. It's funny how many joint accounts, how many like accounts that they have on different networks even. It's pretty insane. Charles McCarthy on week 2 of the online 3 weeks of shredded and down 4 kilograms in fuel. Fantastic. So Charles McCarthy is following the DolceDiet.com 3 weeks to shredded program right now, down 4 kilograms. That's about 9 pounds in week 2. So he's in the middle of week 2, down 9 pounds. That's pretty close to 1 pound per day while following the 3 weeks to shredded program at the DolceDiet.com. This is the most successful weight cutting program ever devised, as proven by our 100% success ratio in working with the world's greatest athletes. You can go there right now to the DolceDiet.com, join the 4-week or 12-week online program. You can use my promo code NEWME and save 20% off. That is not advertised. That's the biggest discount we've ever had. NEWME, save 20% off right now. I will remove that code rather soon after posting this video. That's at thedolcediet.com, where the goal is to lose 21 pounds in 21 days, as healthy as possible. And then we roll you into our Living Lean program, where we continue to recomposition your body, continue to build lean muscle mass, continue to lose body fat. And we have over 200 recipes in our system that we start to teach you how to use. So you're not locked into some basic hardcore template. We actually teach you. This is education system, the most successful of any device, thedolcediet.com, promo code NEWME. Leo or Roy Fisher, they need to hire Dolce. They can't afford us, man. They cannot afford us. I am not willing to get down and dirty in those weeds. Mark D, you funny, man. Oh, and I missed it. Leroy Fisher says someone is going to die. Athletes already have died cutting weight. It just gets brushed under the rug. I think one kid in Brazil passed away in recent memory, and I believe there was another one who might have been in the UK, but I'm not sure exactly. But I know one did pass away in Brazil. Gary says, I think the UFC should have some repercussions, requirements for these so-called weight coaches. I agree. I agree with that. I pushed for that for a long time, which is why we have a team of registered dietitians on staff here inside the Dolce Diet and Fitness, inside our company. That's the biggest thing, right? It's called medical nutrition therapy, which with registered dietitians are trained, educated, and licensed to practice, not some fucking bro Joe sports nutritionist, so-called sports nutritionist. They don't even understand what medical nutrition therapy is. That is one of our strong points here. Johnny Cool says, genuine question, Mr. Dolce, why don't we see these kind of weight cuts in boxing, or is it simply just the lack of weight classes? Johnny Cool, that's a good question. Now, in boxing, boxers have typically compete much closer to their natural weight. Now, you see weight cuts, bad ones in boxing. Brandon Rios comes to mind right away. There's a few other athletes who come to mind. Boxers culturally train closer to their weight. Culturally, and we work with boxers. We work with 5-time world champion Felix Sturm, who's getting ready for his next fight right now. We work with Felix for his last world title reclamation, where he reclaimed his title. At an upper level of age, he beat an undefeated Russian world champion, and Felix took his title back from this young man while working with us. We're helping Felix prepare for his next fight. We worked with Andre Berto when Berto came back from that nasty shoulder injury where he was on the shelf for a few years. We helped Berto get back in shape. We understand boxing. Boxers stay much closer to their natural weight class, but also there are more weight classes for boxers, and that's a good point also. So I think there's a cultural approach where boxers and boxing coaches, they don't want to get too big, where because of MMA athletes, they want to get bigger because it's the ability to grapple. The extra weight doesn't help boxers very much. It's being fast and light on the feet. The ability to move helps boxers. You think about Floyd, you think about Manny Pacquiao. They were never the biggest guy in the ring, but they're two of the best on the planet because of their speed, their dexterity, their mobility. Danny Peters said, there's no chill out here. Thank you, Dolce. You're the man. There is no chill. There is no chill. When you tune into this channel, guys and girls, there is no chill. There is only straight fucking honesty. I think it's going to take someone like Dana. He's quick to call out the refs when they fuck up or fighters. Yeah, I would love to see Dana step up, man, and start calling these motherfuckers out. Dana's a smart guy. He knows what's up. I'd love to see Dana start fucking pointing the finger at people and calling them out. Ichivera, are you familiar with Eric Bugenhagen and his training methods? I am not, though he's been popping in my recommended list lately. I haven't clicked on his videos yet. I'll check them out. Couple more. Would fighters have an advantage if they moved up a class and didn't cut as much as the other guy? I would say, yeah, I love seeing fighters move up. I would think all fighters should probably move up a weight class. Most of them should. That allows them to grow into their weight class, to be healthy, to focus on anabolism, on gaining muscle, gaining strength, hopefully increasing their pound per, or their force per kg, power to kg output. That's something that we focus on here quite a bit. They never had this missing weight till the last couple years. Well, athletes, there's some reasons for that. Athletes miss weight, have always historically missed weight, typically chronically missed weight. And usually they miss weight because it's lack of information. It's miseducation. They don't understand, or they learn the wrong things. That's why I say it's miseducation. They think they know what they're doing, but they've learned a completely false paradigm on how to cut weight. Also, the way that the weigh-ins have changed. The weigh-ins, people say, oh, it's because the early weigh-ins. Well, no, the early weigh-ins actually is a benefit because the early weigh-ins allow the athlete more time to rehydrate. All science shows the more time the athlete has to rehydrate, the healthier the athlete will be. Specifically in combat sports, when the athlete has a baseball bat, a proverbial baseball bat being swung at his or her skull for 25 fucking minutes, right? You want that athlete to have as much time as possible to rehydrate. The weight classes haven't changed, so does it make sense to cut that window down 12 hours and now force the athlete to be on weight longer during the day, waiting and waiting? And this is the way it used to happen. They cut weight in the morning, then they'd sit around waiting to be on weight, and then they would weigh in, and then they would have like 4 to 6 hours because they weigh in at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The athlete's got to go to bed at like 10, 11 o'clock at night because they got to wake up and fight the next day. So it dramatically cut that rehydration window. That's where the science is. People don't get it. What the problem is, these athletes and fucking coaches are so goddamn uneducated, they don't understand how to do it properly. They don't understand how to prep 8 weeks out to be on weight come weigh-in day. It's like it's a big surprise come Wednesday of fight week that, oh shit, the athlete now has to cut weight. They don't fucking get it, which is crazy. And they're terrible at organizing their time. And that's because I'm there. I see it. That's what they do. Atlee, good shit, Mike. Right on, Atlee. MMA Focus. First time a full card was flawless in a while. I know, and that's sad. Darren Till had to sit down at one point. He was temporarily lost his sight. I know, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Till is a flat earther. I don't know if that's true. If it is, that'd be funny. AJ, Dolce spitting straight fire. You know that's the truth. Mike, don't get worked up over these trolls. I don't get worked up over the trolls. I enjoy to talk shit to the trolls. Most people don't call it the trolls. I call these motherfuckers out by name, and we have our tech team fucking find them, and we keep a big old list of who these motherfuckers are, and we know everything about them. So we have a list of who these fucking trolls are, which is fucking awesome. Mike, don't get worked up. Mike Campanella, hey, Mike, can you tell us what can be seen with a DEXA scan? So DEXA scan, basically, there's 3 different types of DEXA scans. The ones that we're most focused on are the ones that actually show lean mass, body composition, that show how much subcutaneous visceral body fat is on your body, how much lean muscle tissue is on your body, what your organs actually look like, what they weigh, and also if you can actually show total body water, extracellular water. Basically, when we use a DEXA scan, we're focused more on weight. We're not focused as much on bone density. And we've actually used DEXA scans with a slightly different variant to determine where an athlete might be at risk for injury. And we very accurately predicted that with one athlete who was a fucking bonehead. His team was a bonehead, and because he just got the wrong sensitivity of his DEXA scan. But we went through and we said, hey, listen, man, you are extremely, extremely susceptible to a very, very severe injury. I won't say where because that's not fair. A very severe injury. What you need to do, you need to change your training. You need to talk to your partners and talk to your coaches. You probably need to wear some sort of protective covering. Wear a shirt that actually has an X or something on there that shows people do not touch that area. And the athlete was like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. 2 weeks later, the fight was canceled because the fucking athlete hurt that exact part of their body, being a bonehead in training. That's something a DEXA scan can do with some level of predictability. Really, we focus on the DEXA scan just because we're trying to look at total body mass and then sequential body mass. We want to see what everything weighs so we can determine what weight class can this athlete make healthy. Where should this weight be? What should their body fat percentage be? How much lean muscle mass can we actually add to this athlete? Or do we need to reduce over 8, 12, 16, 52 weeks of working with this athlete? That's what we do. That's why we require, to the best of their ability, all of our athletes to get DEXA scans. We require all of our athletes to send us comprehensive blood work. We want it every 3 months, but we definitely want it pre-camp. We definitely want it pre-camp. We want to see it post-camp also. We want it pre-camp so we can make sure we're identifying any imbalances, any deficiencies, any little landmines that could be fucking manifesting inside that athlete. That's what we do. And anybody who writes you a personalized one-on-one nutrition program when you're competing at the highest level that doesn't get that level of information, you're not getting that high level of attention. What do you think they do at the NFL level? You think it's just they're just going online, they're downloading some fucking Google bro sheet? You think they're working with some dickhead nutritionist and paying him in tweets like most of these motherfuckers do? It's not the way it works. Missing weight is the new PEDs. That's true. AJ, crazy that these athletes aren't interested in hiring the best. Oh, they're interested. Trust me, they're interested. Our phone's blowing up all the time. I have no interest. I have no real interest in working with most of these athletes because they're surrounded by less than ethical people in many ways, and not all, because I'll be with Mirsad Bektik next week in Chicago as he fights Ricardo Lamas on June 9th. So we work with athletes, but very few. And I am not interested, we are not interested in continuing to work with all these athletes. Because it is a thankless pursuit. That's why we created the software at the DolceDiet.com. Now you and all these athletes can use the same exact intellectual property, the same science, the same training programs, the same nutrition protocols that we have perfected over the last 20 plus years as the most successful weight cutting team in the industry. This is all at thedolcediet.com. You can follow our 3 weeks to shredded program, completely personalized, or our 3 weeks to shredded plus living lean program, which is great for training camps. Go on living lean first, go through your training camp, 4, 6, 8 weeks. And then at the end, 3 weeks out, you switch over the 3 weeks to shredded. That's the way to do it. That's why we created the DolceDiet.com's online membership program. It is the most successful, the most sophisticated, bar none, the only personalized healthy weight loss program ever devised, and ours is the most successful with tens of thousands of users crushing their fucking goals. You guys can go to thedolcediet.com right now, Use my promo code NEWME. You will save 20% off right now, but I'm going to pull that code because we don't promote it. That's my personal little code I throw to you guys every so often. That's the way. So if the athletes want to do it, just go to thedolcediet.com. That program will be better than working with all these fucking schmucks and schmoes out there that are trying to fucking hang on their fucking coattails and give them all that bro science. Ours was created by our team of registered dietitians and exercise physiologists. Ours was created by that. And then we worked for almost a year, a little over a year, with a tech team, with our tech team, to build this software. We took the health sciences and the web sciences, and it was a labor of love. We worked for a year and a half of this, from the pre to the building to where we are when we launched. And now we just launched the second version, version 2.0, which is fucking insane. Every meal, every ingredient, every recipe, every exercise, every set, every rep, with video tutorials of the exercise in the gym on your phone. You click it right there. Your grocery list, everywhere you go, you have it. You know exactly what meal, how to make your food. We have predictive avatars of the way you look before. I mean, just so much shit there. I could go on and on. That's at thedolcediet.com. AJ, so much information available online for these athletes. They should all be smarter. Leroy Fisher, it seems like it's only the last few years. Too many events. I can't remember when people had 12 events a year that people were losing weight. Too many events. And that's actually a good point. And Romero, that's a good point. Yo, Romero got a title shot after missing weight. Why wouldn't athletes miss weight? Well, fuck, you get rewarded. I'm going to try and finish these up. Do boxers have these same problems of missing weight so often? They don't as much. They do. But it's not as common because it's culturally not as normalized to get so big. A lot of these athletes, they do pre-camp, so they enter their fight camp already in pretty decent shape. And again, we've worked with these top boxers. We work with Felix Stern. We work with Andre Puerto. We work with Josecito Lopez. We work with Sean Porter. We've worked with these athletes. Deforestation, Mike, I know you're big on the blend tech. Do you ever switch it up and break out the juicer? Well, I have a blend tech, I have a Vitamix, I have a Ninja, I have a Bullet, and I have like a $14 old school like Walmart blender. So yeah, mostly the blend tech and the Vitamix. Those are my go-to because it's so easy. Ichivera, got a bod pod scan yesterday. I'm at 17% body fat at 200 pounds. How far am I from abs? Usually those abs start to poke through around 12%. So let's get about 5% body fat percentage down. Now, you can do that in a couple different ways. You can do that by adding straight lean muscle tissue, or you can do that by losing just body fat. But what we like to do, and this is what we call stuffing the shirt, and this is what we do on the 3 Weeks to Shredded program and our Living Lean Recomp program at thedolcediet.com. What we try and do is we try and gain lean muscle tissue as we start lowering that non-functional body fat, that subcutaneous visceral body fat, but also we want to reduce that inflammation, that bloating, that edema, and also improve digestive efficiency. And there's a lot of impacted food matter in there that you might not be aware of. But what we try and do is stuff the shirt. We're trying to add lean muscle tissue and drop total body fat pounds, total body fat weight. You'll see your body fat percentage drop dramatically as if you just add muscle or just lose fat. You want to do it like that. Edwin, Mike, you're the man. Have you ever dealt with acid reflux or heartburn? If so, any suggestions with foods? You know, Edwin, I have dealt with it time to time in my career. I've had athletes who deal with it and clients who deal with it. Now, I would strongly suggest you go talk to your doctor and get a diagnosis, because acid reflux sometimes can be something much worse or much simpler. So number one, go and talk to your doctor. Do not follow any diet or exercise program without medical supervision. Now, one thing that does seem like an old wives' tale, but seems to work very well, is an apple. For some reason, there's some science behind it. Apples actually seem to be a pretty good catalyst at neutralizing this stomach acid. That's something that you should do research into, you should look into, and then you should talk to your doctor about. You got to be really careful here, because acid reflux can sometimes be something much more serious. I don't want to scare you, but I do want you to talk to your doctor about it. Finally got on the Living Lean program. I'm going to get the blood work tomorrow before I fill in all the info. Fuck yeah, Gary Bonner. Keep me posted, my friend. I am always here. And everybody who joins the DolceDiet.com, everybody who becomes a member of our system, I am here for you to coach you, to answer your questions. You can all follow me on Instagram at the Dolce Diet. I try and answer every DM that comes through, as long as you're not like just super crazy selfish about it. And I do these live Q&As very directly on there also. So I'm here for you guys big time. Gary Bonner, thanks for the 20% off, big brother. Gary, I'm glad. Let's use promo code NEWME. You'll save 20%. That's the biggest discount we ever offered. And trust me, I do not have to give a discount. I give the discount because I'm fucking cool. This program is selling itself by far. Tens of thousands of users of this goddamn system at thedolcediet.com. And what's better, we offer a 100% money back guarantee. I don't want your fucking money, people. I want you to get in amazing shape. I put the money back guarantee to make sure you have no excuse to not try it. Try it. If it works, keep going and say, fuck, that was the best fucking whatever dollars I ever spent. And if you don't fucking like it for some reason, shoot our team a message and tell us what's up. Tell us why. Maybe we'll help coach you or tweak you, or a dietitian gets on the phone, one of our certified trainers. Maybe even I get on the phone and help you tweak it if you need a little hand holding. If you're just like, fuck it, I'm going keto, bro, we'll say, no problem. Here's your money back. But, we'll wait till keto fails, and then, you'll pay full price when you come back. Hey, Gil says, I found that so many nutritionists with quotes on social media, Mike Dolce is the only one with real information. Much respect. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Oh, Danny, you're a little bit of a douchebag, aren't you, Danny? Yeah, Danny021. Noted. Ours is the most sophisticated, the most successful online health and fitness platform of its kind. And that's a fact, my man. And do not worry. Wait till version 3.0 comes out. It's going to blow your fucking mind. We'll probably block you. So I'll search your IP, motherfucker. What? And I'll find out you're trolling me on all the other social media outlets. Poison Coffee, you say 140-pound man only needs 2 ounces of meat and a quarter cup serving. The quarter cup of carbs cooked or dry in 3 weeks of shredded. I always wondered if the amount was cooked or dry. So we always talk in cooked amounts. It's always cooked amounts, right? Because 6 ounces of chicken has all the moisture and all the water. When you actually cook it, it turns into like 3 to 4 ounces. So when we do speak, we speak in cooked versions, and just kind of hopefully know that. And when I said, now you got to be careful, because when I speak like this, I'm speaking to hundreds of thousands of people. We got I think we've had over 400 people on this stream right now since we started, almost 500 people since we've actually started this stream. This will have a few thousand initial views, and then it'll kind of get a little viral. We'll wind up getting tens of thousands to possibly hundreds of thousands of people who actually see this stuff. And I know I'm talking, let's say I'm only talking to 1,000 people. Of the 1,000 people, not one of you is alike. Not one of you is identical. That's why our system is a personalized system. So you're talking about general information I gave answering one question from one specific person about that kind of plus. If you're over 140 to 150 pounds, you probably should only be eating 2 ounces of animal protein at each meal, knowing you're eating 4 to 6 meals per day. So when we do the math, what does that mean? If I'm eating 2 ounces per meal, 6 meals a day, well, fuck, that's 12 ounces of animal protein in a day. If you weigh over 150 or so pounds and you're a healthy, active adult that's on one of our systems, then you might want to bump it to approximately 4. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 5. It's approximate. This is why we are an education system, guys and girls. This is why we teach you to be mindful, to be intentional, to eat based upon activity, to follow our principles. Do not follow the template. Now, 3 weeks to shredded and living lean, what this does, this is like setting a GPS that gives you the structure. When you're a part of our online program, the online, and Poison Coffee, this answers your question. The online programs tells you exactly what you should eat, down to the ounce, down to the gram, down to the half teaspoon. When you're reading our number one international bestseller, 3 weeks to shredded, the book, we give you a sample program to which you have to manually adjust. That's where that could be 2 ounces, could be 4 ounces comes in. If you go to the online program at thedolcediet.com, you don't have to worry about it. You will have everything detailed, specifically personalized to you on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop. I hope that helps. If you need more information, dude, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll do my best in the next 48 hours or so to get back. So I get over 100 DMs per day, and it takes me some time, but I try and answer every single one, every fucking one. I wish I had kept track. I've answered thousands of questions for free personally for you guys, thousands of questions. I know that for a fact. I try and answer at least 100 questions per day, and it's fucking insane. It's insane how many questions we get, which is awesome. I love it. Probably a stupid question, but do you have a regular vegetarian vegan plan on your site? We do. So at thedolcediet.com, our online program, inside the membership section, before you start your plan, we ask you, what type of meal plan do you like? Do you want a vegan program? Do you need a dairy-free? Do you need a gluten-free? Do you need a nut-free? Or we have the omnivore, which I call the meat-eating savage program. So you have the ability to do all of that inside the system, and you can switch it on your own. You can actually do that inside the system. You have control inside your member dashboard, which is awesome. Chris Souza, will hemp seeds cause a false positive? As far as I know, no. As far as all the literature I've ever read, no. As far as any athlete we've ever worked with who actually eats hemp seeds and gets tested by USADA and WADA protocols, no. That does not mean I am saying definitively no, because the military doesn't allow hemp seeds because of the possibility of a psychoactive agent. I'll say that is hokey, that is bogus, that is bullshit, but I will not definitively say that. God forbid you say, well, Dolce said, then you lose your job. Well, that's not my fault. So I'm going to say I don't know, but I've never personally heard anybody fail a test from just eating hemp seeds. I don't know is the answer. Ozan, what do you think of the term that Wonder Boy set for Till, that he has to be 188 on fight day? Sorry for my bad. I think that's good. He was trying to save the fight. I think Wonder Boy shouldn't have fought, though. I think Till shouldn't have fought. Watching that weight cut video, Till should have been pulled from the card, in my opinion. There's no way he should have been allowed to fight. I mean, in a perfect world, that would have happened. Now, these guys they're making hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars over the course of their career, and even in an individual fight. I understand that. Wonder Boy flew all the way to Liverpool, England for this fight, wanted to win, felt confident. They thought it was a good thing to set the cap. I agree. That's good strategy. At the same time, Wonder Boy, I wish he put his foot down and said, I'm not fighting. He weighed 3.5 pounds over the weight class limit. That is not fair. That is a disadvantage. It's a breach of contract. I'm not fighting. And what happened? Darren Till went out there and won that fight. Now, I've always said that if an athlete misses weight, any athlete who misses weight by 0.01 pounds should be fined 50% of their total earnings, which goes directly to their opponent. That's their show money, that's their win money, that's their pay-per-view money, that's any sort of backdoor bonuses or side letters, that's their Reebok money, that's their Monster money. Any dollar the athlete makes as a result of that performance, 50% goes directly to their opponent if their opponent chooses to fight. If the athlete misses weight by 3.0 pounds or more, the fight is automatically deemed a forfeit, with the opponent getting the full win, full bonus, and full recognition of the commissions. It's a forfeit. It's like if a team doesn't bring enough players to the court, they forfeit. You don't go home without pay. They forfeit. The same thing if an athlete misses weight by 3 pounds or more. It should not be a question. It's a forfeit. If the athlete misses weight under 3 pounds, then the opponent can decide, leave it up to the opponent, because that's fair. Got to respect that person, whether or not they choose to fight. If they choose not to fight, they should get their full show money. Maybe not the win money, but we'll say definitely if the opponent shows up and makes weight, show money done. Show money guaranteed. So that's what I would think. And then the athlete who misses weight, a mandatory 6-month suspension, really for health monitoring, and then which each successive weight miss, possibly a 12-month, 24 months, maybe banned for life. Who knows? Thanks, Coach. Much appreciated. Poison, you got it. Mama. Can I be a plant-eating savage? You can be a plant-eating savage, girl. You definitely can, and I know you are. So just click on to our vegan program at thedolcediet.com, and you will be a plant-eating savage. I'm actually of the mindset I might actually go through the vegan 3 weeks to shred it. I just went through the omnivore, the meat-eating savage version, and got fucking yoked, shredded, fucking just nasty, fucking grady, fucking awesome, fucking boom. But I might actually try the vegan version just because I've been just getting more and more plant life in my life. Mike, how important is sleep for losing weight? Utterly important. It's one of the most important aspects to losing weight properly, balancing our hormonal state, stress. I mean, we focus on nutrition, rest, recuperation, stress management, and training last. Are barbell complexes good for fat burning? Yes, they can. How did you score the Till fight? I didn't even watch it. I don't even care. Guy misses weight. I don't care. I don't fucking care. It ruined it for me. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'll hear about it tomorrow. I'll watch MMA Junkie's fucking review of it. I was with my family. I could care less when that shit happens. Ruins the sport for me when they do that. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? Where's Wonder Boy? Is Wonder Boy here? I didn't see his name pop up. If he is here, that would be awesome. Steven Thompson is a fucking savage and one of the nicest guys. One of the true fucking gentleman athletes in the sport. Absolutely amazing. But if he is here, bro, I would not have fought that fight, my man. I would have fucking said no. But I know you're a fighter, and that's the issue. And that's these fighters, they're so fucking mentally tough. They're so goddamn focused. They will fight. Steven Thompson would fight Brock fucking Lesnar on a day's notice, on a moment's notice. I know the fuck he would. Probably wouldn't be in his best interest from a management perspective. And that's the kind of the whole, sports entertainment side. I don't know if Steven's on this feed, but it seems like he was. People are talking about him here, which is super cool. Big fan, man. Danny, what do you think about power cleans as a compound movement? I like them, but you got to be really good at them. Most people suck at power cleans, and I would not program them. I would not program them unless you have some serious experience. I would want to see it. Chris Sosa, thank you for answering my question. Those breakfast bowls are killer. Hell yeah. Mom Marath, much thanks. Very savage. You are a savage, Mom. I'm excited to see you do it. Do it, man. Feels amazing. Right on. It's so cheap. Cool. And that's true. The DolceDiet.com is one of the least expensive programs to implement as far as how much the food actually costs. You will be shocked to eat 6 to 7 meals per day, way less money than you're spending right now. I can't say I guarantee that because you might be spending like on filet mignon and fucking lobsters and shit, but you'll be blown away how easy it is to afford. Gary says, Meatball McCann lost and missed weight, so at least the statistic finally has been offset from 100%. I know, right? Wonder Boy is a Tenacious D song. There we go. She's calling me Wonder Boy. I get it. Who would win, Darren Till or Nick Diaz? Man, I've never, ever bet against a Diaz brother. So I'm not going to start now. All right, guys and girls, I'm almost at a full hour free content here. Holy shit, I've done it again. Usually I'm like, I'm all going to do 10 minutes. Here I am an hour later talking to you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. It lets me know that you care. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy and special. It lets YouTube know that you guys actually care about this content that we're giving you. Hopefully it allows us to get recommended into other feeds of other users so people can actually start hearing the truth. Remember, I am the most honest man in fitness. I will always tell you guys the fucking truth, even if it loses me money because I'm not getting a keto sponsorship. Most supplement companies aren't fucking come near me. I doubt the UFC is going to fucking hire me to fucking do anything because I'm pretty fucking straight open. I don't think Darren Till is going to come out and hire me or any of these other Mackenzie Dern because I call these people out on their fucking bullshit. I didn't say anything bad about Darren Till. I actually said he's a fucking beast and a tough motherfucker, but he got some bad advice on how to cut weight. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to tell you guys the truth, how to live your life properly, how to live your life without me, without any guru, without any coach. My job is to educate you, to inspire you, and then to entertain you long enough that you hear something that makes fucking sense, that you can research it on your own. Everything I say, please do your research on. Do not take one thing I say as absolute fact. Do your research and prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. I would love it if you prove me wrong. I don't think it's going to happen because I got an amazing team of dietitians, exercise physiologists, certified trainers constantly trying to prove each other wrong all day long, which is why we come out with the most successful content in fitness and weight loss for sure. Gary got land. Yep. Answer. Okay, good. Omar, appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you. All the thank yous. Thank you all. We like the dry humor basket. It needs to be done. I love the dry humor. All right, guys and girls, until next time, thank you all. And